What is up, guys? Jarv here, back today on Planet Destiny. Today's Friday, which means this character is back. Xur is here. We are on Nessus this week. You'll find us over in the Watcher's Grave in the north side of the map. So let's have a look and see what goodies he's got in store for us this week. All right. Okay, so we'll start off here as we always do. So we have the exotic Engram. So this will contain a new exotic if any are remaining to be collected. Otherwise, it contains a random piece of exotic armor instead. So if you've got anything missing, be sure to pick this up to fill out your collection. So the weapon of the week is the Jade Rabbit. So it has the intrinsic trait Fate of All Fools. So chain body shots to gain bonus damage on your next precision shot and return ammo to the mag. One of the strongest scout rifles, especially when momentum controls in rotation. It has some pretty cool ornaments too. So if you didn't get this back in Curse of Osiris or you're new to Destiny, be sure to add this exotic scout rifle to your collection. Exotics then. For you hunters, we've got the Mechaniers Trick Sleeves, the Solar Affinity, which you can change. 61 stats, so we've got heavily weighted there towards resilience. Spring-loaded Mountain, so it increases sidearm ready and reload speed. And when you're critically wounded, swapping to a sidearm will increase its damage. I've never really personally been a big fan of these, but then I've never really been a big fan of sidearms generally. Probably a big misstep on my part, so be sure to sound off down in the comments if you have any build recommendations. But if you didn't grab these in the Red War campaign, then be sure to pick these up. These aren't a terrible roll. Symphoseps, for you Titans, we've got the Solar Affinity once again. 59 stats, the lowest so far of the week. Mobility and Strength are the heavily weighted stats there. Biotic Enhancement, so increased melee lunge range and improved melee and super damage while you're surrounded. One of the strongest pair of gauntlets for a Titan, especially inside the Crucible. Not the greatest roll, better than the standard collection roll though, so if you have that, then be sure to replace that with this. But you can do better, and GMs are back next week, so it may be worth a hard pass on this unless you have this missing from your collection. And last but no means least, finally, transversive steps. We got the Arc Affinity, which doesn't really matter, but we have a huge 64 stat. We've got Resilience, Recovery, and Discipline. So not the worst roll. 64 is really high. I don't think I've got one higher than that from GMs. And we have the Strange Protractor as the armor's perk. So sprint speed is increased, and after a short time sprinting, your currently equipped weapon will automatically reload. One of the most desirable and sought after pair of gauntlets for the Warlock generally. He hasn't sold them for a while, so definitely pick these up. These are worth having, and it'll be probably the best role you have for a while unless GMs treat you really well. So don't miss up or pass on this one, guys, especially if you main a Warlock. So there we go. That's a round out of Xur over on Nessus this week. I'll be back on my personal channel shortly with a full Trials breakdown, so be sure to keep your peepers peeled for that. If you've enjoyed this video, though, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below. And remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.